eating a little.
What's up, guys? It's your boy.
It's your boy,
Red
Baller555 here with another YouTube video. Get it? Check out my stream.
Wow.
Hey,
Wow.
I'm assuming your man's. Hey, I got keep on my ants. Hey, I'm leaving the Jimmy on the Jans. Hey, jam on my peanut butter. Yeah. Hey, ooh, I dropped the bars. I got your mom my car. Hot Wheels every day. Hey, you know we're not gay. Hey, gang. Hey.
Always wear a condom.
Hey.
Hey, because you keep yourself safe.
Hey. Alright, we're doing this for the good of the community. Of course, not because we're hungry for views or anything. It's not because
Alex is hungry for views.
It's not for people. It's not for the kids who just got beat by their older brother in a 1v1 in the playground and now they're getting roasted by the family and they can't play on the Xbox for 2 hours anymore. No, that's not what we're doing here. We're just trying to help out people and spread our knowledge, right? Knowledge. Just like our great founder Ty Lopez once said.
Oh, you beat me to it.
So let's get some mats, let's get some guns, and let's get this started. These are like basic playground rules. No explodes, max mats, typically like one healing slot. You don't need you don't need an AR because build fights typically aren't really long range. So I take a drum gun as my AR. Oh wait.
I still see. Man had to disconnect this guy. I was like, Alexander.
The rice is not gonna be done in an hour, though.
There's rice already in the microwave, the one from yesterday.
Oh, okay, so I can eat that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey,
Yeah,
that's all.
Alright,
We're gonna cut that out, alright?
Yo, C4's allowed, no explodes.
No explodes, this is a general 1v1. And we're allowing
Nice,
traps.
alright, I got one.
Traps for some more dynamic gameplay, if you know what I mean. And disclaimer, alright? It's not like I'm freaking a legendary 1v1 player, alright? It's not like I have thousands of wins.
Look at this dude.
Please don't search that up, alright?
Wait till you see the.
I'll
No.
probably just put that on the screen so no one wrote it. Like, you actually only have 2 wins.
Look at the top of his head.
Loser, pants on fire.
Flame.
Dab.
Alright, are we actually gonna play it?
Sure. Just go through it. Just do practice.
Alright,
Alright. You have to set a time. 48:45 where you're starting. I messed up there. Okay, I cut myself. He's gonna put cones, aren't he? Yeah, I covered myself. Alright, warm up. Alright, this is the first one of the day.
Yeah, I gotta fix my thing.
You can shoot people down though.
Maybe you know that's your round, right?
Oh damn, I didn't realize you were here. Tell me why.
I know.
That didn't work.
You serious?
Oh damn.
We get ripped in the chat probably. Come at me, brother. What do you mean? Stop bouncing, dude. My controller's shooting my toes.
I'll take the seal.
Hey, you healing up, boy?
Can't place it.
What the hell?
GG. Oh, damn, that was a long fight.
Pop through my wall, dude.
No, I knew I was gonna
jump through my wall. It's like, ah!
No, I knew you were gonna wrap around immediately. I jumped right on you.
I know, but like, I got pushed the wall. And like, you jumped through my wall. It's like, bro, what do you mean? Wait, where'd my stuff go?
It's right here.
Oh, good.
Alright, so let's... A lot of stuff happened there. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Alright.
A lot of cooking.
Let's go to the launch pad and get out of here. Alright, so... Disclaimer. In a real 1v1, we would not go this high. But because of the people that we play with, they play a little differently in that you cannot destroy the entire foundation. But in actual 1v1 for like practice and games, we would not go this high because of third party and other unknown things that might happen. So you get 2 ramps back. Alright, you got 2 choices. You could immediately turn around. Alright, there's a trick. Floor and then ramp, and then you start ramping up.
That's my favorite.
Generally, they're not going to start shooting because then they're vulnerable and you could take a shot at them. But I usually put walls here just in case they shoot me down. And then you double ramp from there on. You double ramp. So, other way you could do is you could do a turn to your left side, either by a wall and just turn around. This is a lot weaker, but it could work. And I don't know about mats, how they are. Or you could use a floor, or not do what I just did. Cut myself. You could turn around like this. This is a little bit stronger, but uses more mats, of course.
What I suggest they should do is they should just come up here and go like that.
Yeah, this is the fastest way to do it. But if you do it like this, you're starting. Okay, that's great. If you do it like that, you start up higher ahead. I don't know if you know what I mean, but if you look at yeah. It's a lot. It starts up like a tile higher. But yeah. So what we're gonna do. This is generally the way I play. I just do a quick turn, and Gabe does that too. So what happens is that we usually end up in the middle. All right. You do this, then you double ramp. You don't have the walls in front, but you double ramp. Usually you're gonna end up meeting in the middle. Is we're gonna move on to the next stage of the build fight, is when you actually converge on each other. And this might be the most important part because this decides who starts off with a high ground. And high ground is typically what you want to be, because that means you have control over the fight. You want to be on the high ground, but not for too long because
it gives you more tunnel vision than the other person.
Yeah, it allows you to choose when you engage on the opponent. Because the other person's not going to be able to go up to you, but you can go down to them. So you have the control over the fight, and it's easier to shoot from high ground.
We got a rip.
You get a rip for every time I do this. Alright. Oh, go back. So what I would do here, alright, this is a trick. I'm pretty sure Myth did this or something. But if you're here, you put cones on top of yourself. And what this does is that means that he cannot build ramps up anymore. He cannot build any ramps there. Only thing he can do is keep ramping up, which means I could easily take it down with his cone. Or he could build a wall and floor up, but I could also take it down with a cone. So now that means
somehow you could edit out the cone and see.
Yeah. What this does, it gives me control above me. So if you have control, then that's great. So you could take control. You can't ramp up.
Ramp up and kill me.
Or what I would do here, is I'd ramp up here. I'd go out the side and turn around and go above here. So let's say you are back here on your double ramps. You're ramping up to community ceremony, and the cone actually places on top of them. All right, you pretend you're back up there on the ramp. Pretend you're ramping up,
All right.
and the cone catches him. That's great. All right, that's also a great thing to do. And that gives you the advantage now. He'll have to build up. He can't edit through this ramp. He could try to shoot through it, but that gives you an advantage in time. All right, yeah. And let's say if someone does that to you. The correct way to deal with that is to double ramp out. That's how you're supposed to deal with that. So counters for counters. Next technique is double ramping out of the cones. So you get caught in someone else's cones. You could ramp to the side with putting a floor down, double ramp, and turn around. Or you could ramp out the back.
Another thing you can do is you could put a bouncer down and then just try to shoot him in there and then start building up when you're in there.
Alright.
Gives you instant high ground.
Yeah, what you can do, bouncer down. This is unexpected for some people, especially, but if they're good, they'll see that you place the floor down.
You bounce up, I'll have the high ground.
And you could try to take shots, or you can use it to get high ground. Yeah. I was gonna shoot you there, but choices you could do here for Gabe. He has an advantage above me, he's above me. We both know where each other are, so we're equal there. He has a choice to either 1x1 up, which is more defensive. Let's say he wants to get a heal off. He could 1x1 up and turtle up, and it'd be hard for me to shoot him down. I could spray him from the bottom. Like this. Just 1x1. And try to disengage.
Yeah.
You could try to disengage like that. Or if he's feeling more aggressive, because he has better health or something, he could try to edit down on me, which gives him an advantage because he's higher. But if I'm expecting it, I can take a shot at him. Yeah. Which is still not good because he has high ground, but he still has the disadvantage if he has like a pump, let's say. He's gonna have that edit delay, like right there. He has to pull it out. So that's also why you shouldn't bring a pump sometimes. But he has attack, so he doesn't get that delay sometimes. Alright, so the ways to deal with this. Generally, I want to put a cone on top so he can't get higher than me. But that means that he has a chance to edit down. And if he's fast enough and he's a good player, he'll probably edit down on you. So, what you could do, if you know that he's good, place a floor to cover yourself and double ramp out. Or do a bouncer trick. This is how you regain high ground. You could use a floor to disengage and edit down, edge your way down, shoot him down and restart the fight. Or if the person is slow, if they just got that ramp off, if you're like right here, you catch them on the cone, you use a trap and you basically catch them, and then they're stuck there.
You can demonstrate it.
Yeah, I don't want to hit you with it.
Just put me
I'm gonna put on the right side. I'll put on the right side. So yeah, as you can see there, there's another counter for traps if you're caught in this position. If they put it on a wall, you don't want to put your traps on walls because they can dodge that. What you want to try to do if you can is put it on the floor because they can't dodge that. The only way they can dodge that is to get out. Real quick clarification here. You cannot put traps on floors. They do not go through ramps. As soon as you evade that trap, you want to pickaxe out as fast as possible, which will not allow them to place their second trap and give you a chance to escape. And another thing I wanted to say was that the counter I was trying to show here was that moving to the opposite side of a trap will prevent you from taking any damage and will take you out of range of that trap. So if your enemy puts a trap on your left side and you move to the far right, you will not take any damage and you'll be out of reach. So if someone puts you in a box and catches you with a trap and it's only on one side, move it to the other side. Alright, yeah. And generally you want to get the trap off quick, because if they're a good player, they're gonna break through the back or something and then get out before the trap can start. So yeah, you try to get on the floor as fast as possible, and if you're good and you're caught in this position, you're like right here, and then he puts the trap down on the floor, immediately try to get out of that place. You do not want to be caught in someone else's box, alright? That's
a big no.
That is a big no. That is words to live by for life. Don't get caught in anyone else's box, because they have control over you.
If you get caught in someone else's box, you might as well just say goodbye. You already lost.
Usually this would be someone else's wall, but I can edit out this side, and you can go out and you still have the advantage. But yeah, if you're on the person on the bottom in this situation, catch him in the trap or disengage. Countering double ramps. How do you counter a double ramp? How do you counter a bouncer play? So let's start off with double ramps. I mean double ramps as you ramp up like this. Like this double ramp, not that double ramp. Countering this double ramp right here. How do you counter that?
Okay,
so let's say I'm ramping up. And I'm gonna turn around.
Alright, I'm right behind you.
And here I have the advantage on you because I'm above you. I can take shots at you. Of course I wouldn't do that if you're
The best thing
aiming
I
right
can do in
now.
this situation is put a pyramid down
Yeah.
so he doesn't
I
see
can't
it
ramp
and
up.
then edit out for sure. But then he'll do that.
Yeah, see? Alright, what I would do, alright, let's say they're, can you double ramp on me?
Yeah,
Alright, so double ramp on me. So set up that double ramp.
my bad.
Alright, the best thing to do here, alright? Don't ramp up here. What I would do here
Alright, sure.
is use the, it's like the physics of the game, kinda. But if they're here, you cannot ramp higher. You cannot ramp, if he's gonna beat you. He's gonna turn around, you're gonna have high ground. Yeah, see, that's gonna happen if you try to follow him. What you're supposed to do, or what I do, is if he's ramping up, I'd go with one higher, and then so before he can turn around, I will have high ground. Like, so before he can turn around, I'll have high ground above him.
So let's show, let's show.
Yeah, so redo the
I'll
double
do
ramp.
like this.
Yeah, redo the double ramp. Yeah, go back down here. Yeah. See? Alright, so let's say I have high ground already. Alright, hold up! Yeah. Alright, so let's say he's like, alright, let's say he's right here. He wants to build up out. What you gotta do is you gotta get one tile above him, so that when he's building, you build up with him. And so when he comes here, you got the advantage. You can put a floor above him and stuff like that. But
The thing you could do
yeah,
in this situation on my part is probably edit it out.
and something I'd do if I was expecting him, as he's double ramp, try to shoot him down, shoot down his ramps, and try to anticipate that, like right there. Alright, I didn't mean to do the jetpack, but yeah, here. Alright, I guess we're doing this.
No. I guess we are doing this.
I'm gonna drop down and drop my jetpack. Alright, we're gonna do one more for the boys. Know when to disengage. Alright, these are big tips. Know when to disengage, which means go away from the fight and try to lose your opponent and heal. Know when to go for a shot. And if you're on the bottom, if you're on the lower side, you gotta know when to turtle up. You gotta know when to turtle, right? Get your 1x1 with a cone on top. You gotta know when to. A lot of people do this on the bottom. If you're on low ground and you want to lose your enemy, this is what a lot of people do. This is what Gabe does. You just put a bunch of floors down so they can't see you and they can't find you.
Hold. So now, yeah, then I can't see. So I'm gonna be seeing out
Yeah,
the walls.
yeah.
Like looking for.
Yeah.
You could just replace it.
Yeah, but yeah, and put cones on top.
If they drop down.
All right, if they drop down,
Yeah, cones will help.
yeah, cones will add another layer. If they drop down, cover yourself. Make sure you protect yourself from shots, and then ramp up or something. Ramp up, because when they drop down,
Ramp up behind you because you never know if they're gonna sneak up behind you.
big facts, words of wisdom right here. You are most vulnerable when you go in for that attack. All right, when you dropping down or you make that edit play, you are the most vulnerable. You are safer if you're trying to stay back behind your structure, but you're most vulnerable when you drop down. But that's also the most aggressive at times.
Facts.
Alright, you just gotta know when to do
What
it.
I like to do in that situation is I like to drop down.
Yeah.
But the thing is, if you drop down, you're giving up high ground.
You give up high ground, but if you can put pressure on them, if you hit them with that shotgun shot and they're forced to build, then you can spam through their walls and not give them enough time to heal. Alright?
I think the best thing you could do in that situation is you could probably, if you could see them, like shoot down their walls and see where they're building at, come down a little, try to shoot them, and then get back up for high ground. Just get a quick shot off.
And because this is a 1v1, you're gonna have a lot of mats, so you're not gonna run out of mats in the middle of a build fight, generally.
Yeah, so feel free to use all
Yeah.
the mats you can.
So yeah, turtle up, and this gives you a little cave here where he's not gonna be able to fight you unless he wants to lose his high ground, and that's great for you. If
That's
you
great
wanna,
for you.
Yeah. And another thing you could do if you're on the low ground, this is usually also you got to know when to do it. Is to go for that double ramp, go for that bouncer play, which exposes you. It gives them a chance to shoot you down and take shots at you. But if you can execute it, you give yourself the advantage.
Alright, like come right here, right?
Yeah. Say he's right here,
Say
right?
I'm on the high ground right here.
Yeah. And you just popped your minis, you popped your slurp or whatever. He's on the high ground. If he helps to know where he is, if you don't know where he is, that could be a trouble. But listen to those audio cues. If he's walking over here on this side, what I'm gonna try to do is double ramp out the back so he's not gonna have enough time to react. Yeah. If I hear him,
going up there.
if I hear he's walking up around me, you gotta avoid those footsteps. Or you could go to the footsteps and immediately ramp out in front of him. But you gotta know, you gotta use those sound cues to your
I think the best thing
advantage.
you could do in that situation is you should build like right next to him and then run away to the back and then try building up. Then
Yeah.
I'll be thinking like.
Oh,
he's
what
right
you could
here,
do.
but then you really could
It's
do
also
it.
a really good. It's also a good tip. If you got this little structure set up where he can't drop down, where you have walls everywhere, all right? And if he drops down, he gives himself up. What you can do, have ramps set up so that if you look at my screen, I don't know if you can see it, but out of any of these cones, I can edit out, and he's not gonna be able to get me because I got that cone protecting my back. I got this cone here protecting my back, so when I'm ramping up, he can't see me. Unless he's on the side. I've seen streamers use this. I don't really use it myself. So when you're double ramping right here, and let's say they're shooting at you, you could turn this the other way and take shots at them. And this is why I have a hunting rifle, is so you can get quick peeks at them.
$10.
Make them second guess you looking at them.
Yeah, I know. Here, come here. Let me show him something too.
Alright.
Alright, so look at this.
Alright, yeah.
You see how there's a cone right here?
Yeah.
I could edit out that, and then I could go like that.
So yeah, what that does that if I'm following him, and I want to cuck him, or if I want to get a shot on him as he's building up, because I know he's gonna have to turn around at some point. He can put a cone there to protect himself. But generally, countering double ramps, you never really want to run up their second ramp, because when they turn around, they're gonna have high ground. Like if you turn around, you cuck me, and you cuck yourself, of course. But you stop me, and then you prevent me. Only thing you can really do here is put cones in front of them and try to catch them, and build out, and not do what I did.
The thing with the new pickaxe, right?
Yeah.
It could destroy like stuff.
Yeah.
If you're gonna put a pyramid, you might as well just spit it down.
Yeah, but that means that slows you down. It makes you have to pull out your
It does
pickaxe.
slow you down.
And if you're not expecting a pyramid, then you're gonna get cut. You're gonna get flustered, and yeah.
2, 1, go.
Okay, that's great.
I don't really care for Nikes. Kind of like Vans, though. You never finished that.
Yeah, was not expecting
I know.
Should not have dropped that. Oh, I really wanted that to work. Okay, that's great. No, you don't.
Yeah, dude, brother.
Bro, what do you mean? Junior, I swear to God.
Yeah, I He said the same.
Oh. Damn it, I was one shot from hitting you. Alright, I'm not gonna put in that ending though. Alright.
No, you're putting in that.
I played so bad, alright. I didn't even take.
No, you're putting that in.
I'm not putting that
Alright,
in.
you gotta put that in, okay?
I'm not putting that in. I'm not putting that in.
Put that in.
It didn't exist.
Put that in.
No, it didn't exist.
in.
Nope, no, 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 no.
Hey,